Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe is calling for a snap election sometime around mid-December. This comes after the government postponed by 18 months the second stage of an unpopular consumption tax hike. Despite Japan's economic problems, Abe's popularity still remains high. CCTV's Terrence Terashima has more.
Three banzai cheers. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe dissolves the parliament with a smile. With a sense of accomplishment, Abe said it is now up to the Japanese public to decide whether he is still needed for the economic recovery efforts. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe said this election was about public referendum on the Abenomics and whether the public are still willing to entrust him with the economic revitalization plans. But many feel that this election is a little bit pointless. Despite Abe's insistence that he is putting himself before the people for judgment, the majority of Japanese think they can see his true political motivations.
There is no meaning to do it. It is a total waste of time. He must take us as for fools.
He has no principles. It is only about prolonging his political life.
Experts say there are two major reasons Abe called this snap election. First, he's looking to wipe his slate clean after a series of political money scandals that led to a number of ministers resigning. Second, there's growing fears that the economy may be slipping back into recession. The election would be an ideal reset button.
Ordinarily, this will be an opportunity for the opposition to cooperate and unite in fighting against the ruling LDP. Unfortunately, with a sudden election with less than 1 month to prepare, it will be hard for the opposition to find candidates and expand their seats in the Diet.
It is looking likely to be a safe win for the LDP.
So what he's doing, I think, is a clear political calculation. I'll take my lumps now, because I'll do worse later. And if I run now, I get a 2-year extension, or at least the LDP gets 2 more years in control of the Diet, more time to roll out his agenda of reform.
But unpopular decisions lie ahead for Abe that might chip away his support. These include restarting nuclear power plants, a controversial free trade agreement, collective self-defense, and changing interpretations of the Japanese constitution. But this election may well allow Abe to push ahead with his agenda.
The voters would probably feel that they are deprived of a real choice. But once the election is over, Abe is likely to claim that he's got the popular mandate, and now he practically has the blank check of the people for continuing to govern for another 4 years.
The vote is set for December 14th, and the opposition camps are rushing to line up candidates in a bid to gain as many seats as possible. Meanwhile, among the public, apathy seems to be growing slowly but surely. Terrence, Terashima, CCTV, Tokyo.